I love how God, the universe, karma, fate, pick a flavor. I love how you'll put things off as long as you can until you need to clean up your own mess. Okay, so me losing my shit about being harassed probably happened. I could probably nail it down to the conversation. The conversation was, no, it preceded the fucking tack team in my living room. It started with her. Oh my god. So me really starting to lose my shit? I mean, because obviously there was the injury, and then there was Orisman, and then there was her, months before David Harris. And again, thank you, Marina Towers Board. A formal complaint was lodged. But actually a formal complaint was lodged by both of us. This is a funny story. Hello, my love. Anyway, right? So, each floor has 3 washers and 3 dryers. And a little pay card thing to make it work, right? Whatever. And, unless I'm doing laundry at dark 30, and build in a time buffer for me to be able to forget for an hour and then things would still be okay, I always use 1 washer and 1 dryer. I try to stick to 1 washer, 1 dryer, okay? And I had in this circumstance as well. And yeah, I got brain damage. I got a partial lobotomy. I've got short-term. It is very difficult for my short-term memory to go into my long-term memory, which means, how long can you hold a thought into your head, okay? Yeah, guilty, okay? Jeez. And I had used 1 of the washers and put it into 1 of the dryers. Now let's give benefit of the doubt on all counts possible, okay? Let's give the benefit of the doubt that I left my card there and I just forgot to cut the dryer on. I did leave my card there, that's a fact. That maybe I just forgot to cut the dryer on. Okay. Let's, that card that I had just 1 wash before put, and a wash is, I think it's $1.25 for a wash. So that would be like what, $17.75 left on the card or whatever? Okay, right? That comes in later, and my math sucks, so yay. That was like okay, anyway. Small victories, man, small victories. Anyway, there was money left on the card, right? But let's go for benefit of the doubt, and let's say that I forgot to start the dryer. Okay. My clothes were taken out of the dryer, wet, pretty sure less than an hour later. I can't attest to it, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, so the facts of what I found were that my clothes were out of the dryer, sopping wet. Not sopping, but pre-dryer wet. And they were not even on top. They were not even on top of the dryer. They were like off to the side, like, in one of the uncleaned areas kind of thing, just not the social behavior and decorum of what would be general laundry room etiquette, I guess. Oh, that, and it is a predominantly older building, so, I don't know, patience, compassion, just anything but being a bitch, right? Anyway, I rock up. I find her, all the dryers in use. She's standing there folding a load. And I think there was a dryer in use before. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she had been in the middle of one, and maybe I had interrupted her laundry day. At any rate, I come back and I find these things, and I'm like, I'm sorry, because I'm thinking, fuck, brain damage, I fucked up, I mean, I'm sorry, ma'am. And she's like, rah, 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 rah. I'm like, I'm sorry, ma'am, I have brain damage. Rah, 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 I can tell. And I'm like, without missing a beat, and I've owned it every second, bitch. She's like, oh my God, I'm going downstairs to file a complaint. Okay. I'll give you 5 minutes. I'm all down after you. Okay? Gave her 5 minutes, came down. She was still, rah, 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 rah. Poor Karen. Anyway, my heart goes out to you, sweetheart. Keep your chin up. Keep the faith. And I'm like, excuse me, ma'am, I'm here to file a complaint too. And then Karen being, she's doing quite a good job maintaining positive control of a volatile situation, but yet also allowing, sharing time while trying to put the lid back in off the pressure cooker that I don't even know maybe she didn't get laid the night before. I don't fucking know. I know, well, I have a PhD in psychology. Well, good, then you should fucking know better. My husband's a diplomat. You're still digging a hole, ma'am. I mean, and actually that all kinds of proceeds, to the event today, because I just threw all that shit back at her. Trust me, with this hall of opportunity and acts of contrition and shit like that, she is the other individual in the building that has been identified as preying on disabled veterans, at least 2 of them that I know, that she feels she can dominate, or otherwise, whatever. Miss, maybe you do have a PhD, a piece of paper saying you have a PhD in psychology, but you know what you don't have is my respect. Or my give a fuck. No matter how you slice it, she behaved inappropriately. So, especially being in the height of psycho-emotional recovery after extreme fucking trauma, trying to fend off people that are still just fucking kicking me while I'm down, you have got to fucking be kidding me. I wrote her a letter letting her know the impact her attitude was having on me, the degree of the harm it was having, inviting her to observe the fact that she has chosen to live with her diplomat husband. Dude, I don't know you, so hopefully you have, I trust there is value in her to explain why you have spent your life with her. Whatever. That catch is on you. It's not mine to carry either way. Good luck. And I informed her of the facts that I was not going to physically harm her, and why, we'll get to that in a second, but that she needed to be aware of the fact of the statistics, bam, 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 of, I don't know, abusing veterans is a fucking bad idea for your own self-preservation, so back the fuck off, bitch, and think a little more before you lighten up, before you, light up, and the funny thing is it's because she has chosen to have a thing for me as a person, okay, because she came in all fugly, in her house coat early in the morning as I was doing laundry one day, and didn't have her glasses on. We had a nice conversation about how her son is in the military and such as well. And I introduced myself on the way out of the laundry room so that she could understand and highlight the behavior of the difference in her own behavior because of her glasses. I'm sorry, pick a cardinal sin here, honey. You behaved inappropriately. Your actions are not my fault. Which apparently, so she tells I very mindfully wrote that letter and lodged a copy of it with the building in a formal complaint. Bam! Media. Eyes of attention are on you, Marina Towers, because now media are going to want to come and see the multiple formal complaints I have fired, the letters on record, the numerous emails that have been sent to your Marina Towers general manager at comcast.net and assistant GM Marina Towers at comcast.net email addresses. Because I was going to post it up, but you know what? I can't be bothered to waste that much time on your problem. Because right now I'm making it her problem, right? So, the bitch, right? The Marina Towers bitch. Your dog's not supposed to be in the hallway! Which is what decided her, which is the thing that decided her to make me a target to begin with, was that I was carrying trash out, because the laundry's next to the trash, different room things, right? I was carrying the trash out and putting it down the chute, and Lucky, having been a very loving, protecting, vital part of my recovery, when I was having the most difficult, Lucky refused to even let me out of his sight. Unconditional love, right? My three-man stack. Lucky, me, and my better half. And that's why I feel so liberated in all of this, because I've got my three-man stack. I believe I am living up to my potential. Okay? So now we've got me committed in a stack. I have faith. And I stand on the fact that I am standing. Commitment in a two-man stack. And now I've got you. You know, you are my point man in a three-man stack. I need you. You know, and I know that most of the Army that a significant portion of all the armed services probably only ever even handle a weapon in training. I get that. You know, I still need you. Because you know what? Think of all the guys behind you need to be helping. We've all got something we're good at, even if it's simply loyalty and love. Loyalty and love is more than enough. And that brings us back to why a woman that wouldn't even care it is an emotional support animal when she's filing a complaint, that won't even care that I am a disabled veteran with brain damage, that won't even care blah blah blah. You know, and honest to God, it was an accident at that point in time because I was still so nervous about being with him in the hallway. It was the deciding of bam that I'm like, fuck it. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. I'm gonna be in the fucking hallway. Because guess what? You have nowhere to go after you get a fucking TAC team in my apartment. And I got fucking Old Town Alexandria police soothing me as I'm like fucking crying and freaking out because I just want the harassment to stop. You know, and I've got police, and you know how they roll up, they don't know what they're coming up on. I've got police worrying about me. Is there anything we can do to help you? Can we get you something? Hey, one of the cops, really, really awesome, big, solid. I think he was an Irish dude. He's even like kneeling down because, he's kneeling down to get to my level, and he's like, is that your dog? He's like politely, hey, notice. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, have you noticed how your dog's acting? Not really. I think your dog's trying to get your attention. I think your dog's worried about you. I tell you what, how about you stop crying for a second, and you calm him, you know, and so I got a tack team in my living room because bitch wanted to pull a card, and you know what? It backfired. It backfired. Uniform is uniform, and when we just want to be left alone, we get it. I'm not doing anything wrong. Back the fuck off, bitch. Because for her, it's about power, it's about control, it's about game. For her, it's all about sin. As proven by the change in her behavior when she didn't have on her glasses. So yes, by all means, please file another complaint with Marina Towers about me being in the hall with the dog, because you're the one that tried to step to me and bully me and lie to me, saying, our people in your hall have complained. Really, who? She shut up real quick because I caught her. Honey, you're not even a very good liar. I'll take your money any day. And that was what backed her off. First of all, I'm sure she didn't like the lecture she got from the TAC team telling her to leave me the fuck alone. Hi, Benny Evans with David Harris much? But, anyway. The card I played in my letter, that's what really got her spooked, was, you want to play this, I am a veteran expressing my free speech, and I have brain damage which means your harassment is causing me severe physical damage. Not to mention the even worse psycho-emotional damage, but I understand America hasn't caught on to that yet. Okay, so I told her if she continued to harass me, it would be the same thing as continuing to stab me. And I will sue her for every penny in both of their maritally joined retirement accounts. And I will embarrass you to the point of, yeah. Really? Because you seem so driven by what people think and images, and well, I have this piece of paper and my husband has this position, honey. I'm actually not going to post your face because honestly I can't be. I really should, because you have caused much worse damage for a much longer period of time to a disabled veteran friend of mine. You deserve to be held to the fire. But I'm not going to waste any more time on you because I've got positive things to deal with. So guess what? Please file a complaint about me being with my dog in the hallway, and note that yes, it did cause a disruption. You know that the disruption it caused, the lady across the hall came and stuck her head out to see what our argument was about. She's fine with the dog. You go putting yourself into shit, all of a sudden we got problems. If anyone notices a common denominator, it needs to be removed, either by choice or by force. Transgression is not permitted. So back the fuck off. Happy hunting, bitch. I'm done. Comms out. You're done.